Far away, in the farthest reaches of space and time, I found a beautiful planet that was being inhabited by some creatures who thought themselves as intelligent. These so-called intelligent creatures considered society as their own property and didn't care if other creatures were sacrificed in order to maintain their peace and ideology. They tried to justify their actions by using the word love. The planet Earth, the graveyard of the free. What a humane society this is. Clearly, didn't come up with these words. I don't think the people who did won't mind if I use them. Not a single beta list. I don't think that's the best kind of music for today, but at this point, what are you gonna do? I need to make sure now that everything is its proper place. You know how it is. So, earlier this week, on Wednesday, Charlie Kirk was killed. In public. By a complete lunatic. I was not a fan of Charlie Kirk. It's not that I dislike the guy or anything like that, but I wasn't really one of his followers. Sometimes I found his content here and there. I've seen many clips on Twitter. I mean, through algorithm, right? And I always thought that he was a pretty interesting guy. I always thought that what he did was indeed positive. He just wanted to debate people. There's nothing wrong with that. He was just going around colleges, trying to debate people, trying to change their minds. And if need be, he would change his mind too, I'm pretty sure. But he was killed because of that. And it's not just him being killed that's a big problem. Of course, that's something that should have never happened. But the response, just insane. I've never in my life been so disappointed at so many people. Not necessarily people I'm close to, but I bet if I asked, some of them would too. But people that I thought I was in good terms with, I thought they were acquaintances. Now they were just celebrating it. He was not a politician, he was not a CEO, he was not just a strange creature from outer space. He was just a guy that started content creation many years ago. And sure, he found success. Sure, he was not just doing content creation, as many people do. He was just a normal guy who wanted to talk to people who didn't think like himself. That's something that got himself killed. I have no doubt that all of these people, even the people I know that were celebrating his death, would in turn celebrate if something like that would happen to me too. At this point, I'm not even sure if they wouldn't shoot me if something like that happened to me too. That's not normal. That's modern society. And at this point in time, I don't know if there's a reconciliation with such positions, because nothing like this makes sense to me. I'm not saying you have to like the guy. I'm not saying you have to agree with his with his positions. Of course, I'm not saying that. Celebrating his death, trying to push people to kill other figures they don't like, celebrating that his small kids will grow up without a father. That's insane behavior. I truly understand why people call them demons. I truly understand why people go back to Christianity. Because if you're in front, if you're facing this just pure evil, there's no other name for it. You need to believe in something bigger. You need to believe in something like God. Even at this point, I am a heathen. I'm not going back to the church. But I will never chastise anyone that does so. So yes, this is gonna be that kind of day. And, of course, this tweet has been circulating for a couple of days already, since everything happened. November 27th, 2016. You can tell a lot about the person by how they react when someone dies. Sadly, yes. I've seen many reactions, each one probably worse than the last. Not everything is doom and gloom. I do believe there might be some... I don't know if hope is correct here, but there might be some sort of silver lining. Not everyone out there is just a massive clown. That's something I can appreciate. How could something like this happen? How is it possible that somebody... Rape Charlie. How is it possible that somebody that just wanted to talk ended up getting killed in cold blood? Well, it's really easy when you think about it. I have so many tweets here. They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. Yes, I've seen several tweets that are pretty much saying this. Is it wrong? No, it's not. It's so disgusting how you have so many people, even politicians, but mainly journalists, I suppose, that should be a slur at this point in time, are saying, oh, we disavow. Something like this should have never happened. Yes, I agree with that. But then again, those people are to be blamed. For more than 10 years, they have been demonizing, completely demonizing, positions that are not extreme left-wing policies, to the point that nowadays they called the moderate right to what should be the moderate left. Well, sometimes they've been called those the extreme right, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, that evil far right-wing streamer, Asmongold. Look, I don't dislike Asmongold, I'm not a fan either. He's just a guy, and I watch his stuff from time to time. He's not right-wing. If you see his policies, he's obviously left-wing. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think he's a lunatic. But it comes to this point where people are calling Charlie Kirk just a far-right Nazi extremist. No, he was not. He was truly a moderate. These people don't even understand what the far right would entail. And it's so extremely ironic, because the only thing that's saving them is their faith and their enemies' values. That sounds like something really dangerous. I wouldn't do something like that. But then again, this is the strange world that we have to live in. I think I have some stuff that's out of order here. Please understand, it has been pure chaos. Over 500,000 likes. Me liking every tweet making fun of Charlie Kirk. More than 20 million views at this point in time. And the point of the screenshot, which was on Wednesday. It's probably much higher right now. I don't really want to scroll too much, because I'm seeing a lot of people throwing around slurs. If they want to do so, they're free to do so. Then again, I don't want to show that on stream, because that's gonna be a problem for me. Please understand. We also have this thing. Blue Sky users are openly calling for Elon Musk to be next after Charlie Kirk. Maybe Elon should be next? Just ask him for half the country. Elon next, please. Praying Elon is next. Oh. Hammer and sickle, how curious. Elon next, Elon next, Elon next, Elon next, Elon next. Next do, Elon Musk. Oh, here we have what I was just talking about. From Variety. Let's read this first, I suppose. I opened this without checking, so I was checking now. I think it's fine. From Variety. Stephen Colbert addresses Charlie Kirk's shooting death. Political violence does not solve any of our political differences. And of course we have Count Dracula here. You get to spend a decade to spin the rhetoric of calling your enemies fascists, Nazis, subhuman scum, etc. And then post commiserations when they get popped off by some loony ridiculized by that same rhetoric. This was unavoidable, I'm afraid. Because I understand what's going on. I've been seeing this happening for a long time. I've been around for a long time too. I've seen this happening in real time. Younger people have not. Younger people grew up looking at this with no restraint. They truly believe what they're telling them because they don't know any better. They don't understand they have been lied to for more than a decade. This started when the shooter was a young teenager. Insane. Truly insane. So of course, they are truly radicalizing people and there's nothing you can do. I do believe there's nothing that can be done at this point. I don't know how you stop this radicalization or how you deprogram these people. I truly don't understand. It's really that bad. To the left. Nazis are evil! We should kill Nazis. You shouldn't agree with us, you're a Nazi. Nazis should be killed. Charlie Kirk is a Nazi. Charlie gets assassinated. Oh no, that's not what we meant. Fuck off. And yes, this is truly fuck off. We know, this is exactly what you meant. Because you kept spouting this bullshit for more than a decade. It was not a mistake. It was not a joke. It was not just a difference in opinion. No. I just don't believe you. I cannot believe you anymore. It's clear you want the people you disagree with killed. Completely killed, every single one of them. How do we know that? Because it's those types that kept cheering for Charlie's death. So once again, it's not so much his death, it's everything around it that's so extremely disgusting. And I guess they refer to this when they are talking about half the country. Even though it's not really half the country anyway. I have a tweet here by Billy Binion. Are we sure this is not a meme name? The left didn't kill Charlie Kirk yesterday. A person did. And we still don't know who that person was. If you're taking this as an opportunity to smear half the country as homicidal maniacs, then you're part of the problem you say you want to solve. It's not me cheering for this, Billy. It's not me cheering for this. And here we have a screenshot by Jeremy Kaufman. It's not all leftists, it's just half of them. Assassination culture. Half of left-leaning Americans just just, I guess I crossed this with justified. Say, assassinating Trump. Musk is justified. You don't like them? Just kill them, I suppose. That was supposed to be a joke a week ago. Nowadays, I'm not so sure. Well, it's clearly not a joke. But then again, I'm supposed to believe it's the other side that's dangerous. It's the other side that keeps promoting hate and violence. When it's constantly the people on that side getting killed, getting attacked, getting demonized, getting unpersoned, getting debanked. Spare me your useless drivel, please. There's another article here from... Funny name. I don't think they mean it as a gay, but it's hilarious nonetheless. Homo economicus. When must we kill them? Evil Has Come to America by Nicholas Decker. To be fair, I haven't read this. But then again, it wouldn't surprise me if it was just justifying extreme violence against people you don't like. Complicit now. Accessories, yes. Inciters, yes, surely. This much stuff, journalists are complicit. Yeah, well, potentially, allegedly, I do agree with that. Blue Sky, it's an alternative for good people. What is the Humane Society saying here? I bet we're gonna have some repeats, or maybe not. I hope they do Joe Rogan next. Guys, can we do Ben Shapiro next? The Mao, best birthday present ever. I'm laughing so hard, that's what you get, bitch. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Die, bitch, that's what you deserve. Someone should take out Ben Shapiro next. I'm reading what they say, I do not agree with them, by the way. That was fun, do Ben Shapiro next. So glad his bitch ass got packed up. Ben Shapiro next, please. Grinning emoji. Can someone shoot Ben Shapiro next? Peeing emoji. J.K. Rowling next. J.K. Rowling next. Like, I'm glad that guy died, but they're going really hard on the... Oh, this was a dark day for America about a guy that had never heard of till he was shot. That shows you living in an echo chamber. I don't know how to tell you this. It is not me who lives in the echo chamber. Can we get J.K. Rowling next? Like the UK would be unbearable about it, but it's for the greater good of trans people. Oh, we actually have some stuff about fucking Whistle Game on the Year of the Lord this week for later. This is gonna take most of our time for today, as you might expect, because I'm actually really pissed and really disgusted. Everyone is like Ben Shapiro next, or Joe Rogan or whatever. Yeah, that'd be cool, but how about J.K. Rowling next? Do Ben Shapiro next? Rowling next? Question mark, question mark, question mark. J.K. Rowling next. Anyways, Ben Shapiro next. I hope they shoot Ben Shapiro next. Flarion says, yeah, no wonder you don't get any fucking moves, you piece of trash. Honestly, as much as he wouldn't say, okay, do Ben Shapiro next, we really gotta start rooting for a good Samaritan to hit up Daniel Sprague. Matt Walsh next, please. Hilarious to me that they keep accusing the right wing. For what it's worth, I do not consider myself either left wing or right wing. I can't really pinpoint myself in the political spectrum. I've been called a Nazi, so you know I could be literally anywhere at this point in time. If anything, I would consider myself to be pragmatic for what it's worth. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I've always been a fan of the pursuit of truth, and objective reality. Obviously, I'm trying to see things for what they are. Not only on my side, whatever that means, but on different sides. These people, these lunatics, are the complete opposite. Not only they keep lying, which is a massive problem, I would say that's probably the main ideological problem we have here. Modern society in the West, what we usually call the white nations, the West, or whiteness, I guess. Everything that derives from European Western society is based on Christianity. One thing that Christianity has that no other ideology we have here has is the thing about lying. Lying is a sin, therefore it's bad, therefore you should never do it. For these people, lying is a powerful weapon and they will never stop using it. Because it's such a powerful weapon. They allow themselves and they celebrate how they keep lying to push forward their ideology. Not talking only about the fucking commies, it's the same with Muslims and their taqiyya. You should lie to keep promoting your ideology. You can have a cohesive society when a big group of people will keep lying about you, even when you keep telling them that's completely fake and you can demonstrate so. Because like this, you can have fairness, you can have justice, you cannot even have proper communication. What I was trying to say here, even though I went in, it's really strange but important tangent, is that these people don't understand what their opponents should be. They keep misrepresenting the quote-unquote right wing. That's pretty much anything to the right of Mao, as we've seen already. They truly don't understand what they talk about, because they don't understand their enemy's positions, didn't understand how their enemy acts, didn't understand literally anything. They only know my enemy has some values and I'm going to exploit them because I can be an absolute fucking demonic fool, do whatever it takes to destroy them. Well, according to your values, you cannot do anything about that. Because you agree that killing is bad. You agree that censorship is bad. Therefore, I'm gonna keep being a demon. You know what? No. No, we are not doing this bullshit anymore. You cannot exploit values anymore. You know why? Because you don't deserve those. You have demonstrated that you don't deserve any kind of fairness after all of this has happened. I'm not calling for violence. I'm gonna make it clear. I'm not calling for violence. But you don't need to give them any benefit of the doubt. What benefit is there to give at this point in time? And it shows, because we go back to the screenshot here. We can see Joe Rogan. Ah, yes. Joe Rogan, the martial arts nerd that keeps talking about random stuff, drugs, and fucking aliens. That guy, we need a Joe Rogan on the left. You have a Joe Rogan on the left. His name, Joe fucking Rogan. Also, J.K. Rowling, she's so evil. She's a fucking liberal too. The only thing that they hate is that she is anti-trans. And that's a big sin for them. Oh, that's never good. That's never good. I saw this a little bit before stream. I have some new stuff spliced here, so there's some strange stuff, and it might not be in the best location when we go through this. The videos, the channels, same background, both pretty nice about Charlie Kirk. What's up, YouTube? Surely feels like organized propaganda operation. Yeah, the two screenshots, same background. Yep. Same lamp. I mean, obviously, red lighting here, blue lighting here. Same lamp, same painting, same bookshelf with the plants, the salt rock lamp, this thing with the spear, same in both. And this thing that looks kind of like a book, I'm not sure what it is. It looks the same. We have another purple plant here. We have something riding a horse, which is here. It's a little bit different because this one has the American flag and this one does not. Wow, what a huge difference. Here we have You've been lying too about Charlie Kirk. Holy Kool-Aid! Well, isn't that a funny name? 375,000 subscribers. The dark truth about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Stephen Woodford, 49.9 thousand subscribers. Let's go back to the tweet. I tried to avoid politics on my account, but it's too much. So the Charlie Kirk assassination, of course the YouTube algo is trying to push some videos talking about it. So I watched a few, but something caught my eye. Two separate channels. Exact same backdrop. One channel has US listed as its location. The other, the UK. Well, now that is suspicious. Sorry, the US one has the US flag on the shelf. Oh, of course. That's the difference that it takes. That's extremely suspicious. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense. There's something strange going on here. There's something afoot. Some people are gonna mention that this might be like some sort of content farm and whatnot. I truly believe that's a possibility. What do we have here? What's the next? I'm not... Oh, I know what this is. They deleted the tweet, sadly, but it's pretty rough. We go forward. From Elon Musk, either we fight back or they will kill us. Literally kill us, by the way. Fight back but never become them. Charlie Kirk wasn't killed because of what he had to say. He was killed because the young were listening to him. Yes, I do believe. I don't know. Dissidents, the power that be, I don't know. But obviously, his opponents were really scared of him. Because he had a lot of influence with young people. If you saw the images from the University of Utah, which I'm not going to show, please understand. I think it's Utah Valley. You know, the thing. He was gathering, some people said more than 3,000 people just in that university. He had a massive following on social media. And he was actually changing minds. He got a lot of young people to vote Republican, I guess. That's why he was really scary. Gonna be drinking a lot today, so please bear with me. It's just water, okay? It's non-alcoholic. And some people said, even JD Vance, that he could probably have been the US president at some point. He was really young, he was just 31, right? But yeah, I can see that. I guess I can see that. But now that's not gonna happen. So, oh, Chris is avoided, I suppose. Are you sure about that? Well, I don't know. Now you might be wondering. Okay, what is this quote tweet that has been erased from Earth? Well, yesterday at, I don't remember the time, it was evening. Charles' wife gave a speech on both Twitter and I'm pretty sure YouTube. It was like just 15 minutes. It was a pretty good speech. It was a really rough watch. I don't wish to watch the game. I don't want to take it. And she doubled down. They're not going to stop. They're gonna keep doing their thing. Now more than ever. And that's great. That's why we have such beautiful responses like this one. From Raven Hamilton, can Erica Kirk be next? Then the two children can be placed with foster parents who will have them properly educated and growing up hating their parents. No unity, only victory. I do agree. Luckily for us, this was properly archived. It is insane to me that this keeps happening, but of course it keeps happening. But this is them. This is what they want. They truly want to brainwash your kids, to hate you, and everything you represent. Because that's how they work. There's a quote there, I think it's from some hide, I don't remember it by heart, I'm afraid. About how they want you completely killed, and your kids brainwashed and raped. It's not wrong. That's truly what they want. They are this evil. This is who they are. How do we know that? Well, they keep saying this fucking shit. With no repercussions. Well, traditionally with no repercussions, I suppose. Why wouldn't I believe them? There's been some strange stuff going on too about Charles' death. I've seen some mentions of articles from mainstream media outlets that dated earlier than the actual shooting, mentioning the shooting. We also had strange communications, like I think it was Netanyahu from Israel, just minutes after the fact, sending a tweet about Charlie Kirk, which is really strange when you consider they are involved in many actual physical conflicts, like war and whatnot. So that's really suspicious. And I don't know too much about those. I couldn't find them on my own. I guess my Google Foo is lagging here, but it doesn't really help when they keep updating stuff from older pages. So I was trying to look this up, right? And I added in my search query before 2025-99, right? Before it happened. See, I was getting results from like 2001. Obviously that's not the case, that's not real. It's because the original page from 2001, they just keep adding shit on top. It's actually really muddled, and it's really difficult to go through. However, there was something else that caught my eye. Apparently it's just AI, but I still want to go through it. This is from the Economic Times. Here's Anastasia J. Casey. Mysterious book, The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, surfaces online a day before the tragedy. Did this go viral because they kept trying to do this, but only this time worked because only this time he got shot? Well, I have no clue. People are saying this is just AI. Well, I don't know about that. Right? I do remember back in 2020. It was mid-2020. He had fucking Klaus Schwab releasing a book about the Great Pandemic. And you were like, okay, but are you talking about this when it's currently happening? Chickens write books that fast usually? That seems really strange. So, yeah, who knows? It's really strange. Synopsis. Screenshots have circulated online about an Amazon book titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk that was published a day before the shooting. And this is the problem. It was a day before. Sparking conspiracy theories, attributed to the author named Anastasia J. Casey. The book raised immediate questions to its listed publication date, September 9th. Charlie Kirk was shot dead at an event in Utah on September 10th. Apparently this is nowadays a huge problem on Amazon, people just making shit up with AI. This is how I became a millionaire. Just make shit up with AI. Oh wow, that's so cool, man. Charlie Kirk, a conservative political American activist and an ally of US President Donald Trump, was fatally shot dead at an event in Utah Valley University on Wednesday. Police in Utah have released a new video and images of a person of interest in the killing of Kirk, which has stunned the US. Kirk has was speaking at a debate at Utah Valley University, when authorities say okay, thought I saw something on the side. I guess that was just my Twitch chat dying. What else is there? He was speaking at a debate at Utah Valley University when authorities say a shooter fired a single round from a rooftop, fatally striking him in the neck, and an apparent targeted assassination. Yeah, it's very clearly it's not random, at least today. As authorities continue their investigation to hunt down the shooter, a new development has sparked confusion online, has added to the confusion. Screenshots of a book titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, a comprehensive account of the Utah Valley University attack, the aftermath and America's response. I mean, you can just make this shit up with AI in minutes. Once again, the main fucking problem here is that it happened before, the day before, which is really strange. But there were people, I dare say, people, that were calling for his shooting that day. There's a song in Spotify, or there was, called something like Charlie Kirk shot at 31 or killed at 31, something like that. And they even mentioned this date, so yeah, at least, the only solace of all this is that these people are really stupid, because they cannot be covert enough. Thankfully, I suppose. Character to an author named Anastasia J. Casey. As phrased, is it Casey or Cassie? I'm not sure. I think it's Casey. As referred online, the book purportedly appeared to have a listed publication date of September 9th, 2025, one day before the shooting occurred. Here we have a tweet by Box of Sue. I have no idea who this is. First stage Charlie Kirk's assassination. No clue. It's also funny. It has a 1-star rating. You know it's good. That the book listing has since been removed from Amazon. Screenshots showing the book's cover, title, and date circulated widely on platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter. Yes, we've questioned the timing and authorship. The listing reportedly appeared on Amazon for a short time before being taken down. Images of the cover, title, and release date quickly circulated on Twitter, sparking widespread speculation about possible foreknowledge of a cover-up. I mean, this could be explained by having different time zones, I suppose. At the same time, I do believe Amazon is American, so it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it works for this case. Charlie Kirk, his initial timing led to widespread speculation about the book's origins and purpose. However, Economic Times cannot independently verify the veracity of the book or the author. And so we investigate this perhaps. It's now pulled from Amazon online listing. Miss Anastasia Casey, regardless of the credibility of the 9.9 published date, how did this book get out so quick, one user wrote. Another post read, but check this out, another book published today? How the hell can you get a book published and up for sale in such a short time? And they add Kash Patel, Donald Trump, Trump Jr., and Pam Bondi. Some social media users went a step ahead and drew comparisons to past events. A book entitled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey has appeared on Amazon with the publication date of September 9th, 2025, a day before he was assassinated. One person commented. It's like the 9/11 reporting strangeness. Something is off on how quickly these people are making these books. There are 2 to 3 more published yesterday about Charlie's assassination. One is 36 pages. Another user noted, well, with AI, everything is possible. Here's Anastasia J. Casey. The little known about Anastasia J. Casey, social media users are questioning the legitimacy and background of the author, adding an additional layer of mystery to a really tense situation. Netizens are asking how Anastasia J. Casey published a book about the Charlie King shooting the day before it even happened. Amazon in a statement said they have taken down the title in question and accounted the guidelines governing which books can be listed for sale, and will remove books that do not adhere to those guidelines. The title in question is no longer available for sale. Due to a technical issue, the date of publication that had been displayed for this title but it was briefly listed, was incorrect, and we apologize for any confusion this may have caused. How curious! This one was just incorrect. Well, we don't know about that. It was published late in the afternoon on September 10th. Amazon spokesperson told POI, which is this, I think. Charlie Kirk was shot dead on Wednesday during an event. Yada yada yada. The who killed Charlie Kirk was still on the loose on Friday. Even as investigators followed the internet with photos and videos of a man believed to have carried out Wednesday's politically charged killing at Utah University. He actually got caught yesterday, so that's pretty interesting. Officials were still calling the man captured in the video a person of interest, not a suspect, but placed him at the scene of the crime at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. And that's everything. I don't know. I do believe that they're a little bit curious that just in this case, the date was wrong. I just happen to be wrong here. And I don't know. I don't know about that. It is really suspicious. Nonetheless. It's extremely suspicious. I do believe that some of these books, surely, they're just AI. But, I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to know more about the supposed articles that were released. I don't know if they were that morning or the day before. I couldn't find anything about those. Not on my own list. So that's something we don't really know yet. Okay, what else do we have here? Let us see. Oh, of course, the lies never stop, and that's always a big problem. Stephen King should be ashamed of himself, but what's the point? He's never gonna be ashamed of anything because he's just a fucking liar. Here's Stephen King. I think he's quoting Jesse Waters. Waters? I'm not quite sure. Charlie Kirk was not a controversial or polarizing man. Charlie was a patriot. This is a turning point, and we all need to turn in the right direction. Rest in peace, my friend. And this fucking guy had the audacity of saying he advocated stoning gays to death. Just saying. Here we have an actual tweet from Charlie. I believe marriage is one man, one woman. Also, gay people should be welcome in the conservative movement. As Christians, we are called to love everyone. I will always stand against people who wish to establish their own personal values as reason to kick others out of our movement. Marriage, as it is, as its origins, has to be one man, one woman, because of Christianity. If you want gay people getting married, I've seen many Christians saying, I think it's okay, but it should have a different name. That's everything they're saying nowadays, which is kind of crazy. He just... I mean, I guess Stephen King said he was wrong and whatnot. But at the same time, this tweet here had more than 100,000 likes at that point. So I don't know about all that. He was celebrating the criminalization of homosexuality. Wow! More progressive than Obama. That's crazy. How did that happen? And Blue Sky. Sky left unfettered demonization and threats of political violence against the right faster for years. And now they want to do something? Some people have been bitching about Blue Sky because it's becoming too conservative for them. No, my guy, we are too far gone from humanity to be let loose. Blue Sky issues warning to any news of celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Have the article here. Let's go through it, I guess. Blue Sky has issued a warning to users after some accounts celebrated the assassination of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. Glorifying violence or harm violates Blue Sky's community guidelines. How about you enforce them, you piece of trash? How about that? We review reports and take action in content that celebrates harm against anyone. Violence has no place in healthy public discourse, and we're committed to fostering healthy, open conversations. Don't worry, you might get killed too. Social media platform writing a post. Here, 31 was the founder of the right-leaning youth organization Turning Point to USA, longtime ally of President Donald Trump. On Wednesday, as Kirk delivered a speech under a tent to a large crowd at Utah Valley University in Orem, a single gunshot struck him in the neck, and he collapsed. After being rushed to the local hospital, Kirk was later pronounced dead. With that kind of shot, you are not coming back. You are not coming back from that. At least it was fast, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to find a silver lining here. Since then, dozens of posts have appeared on Blue Sky celebrating his death. Thousands? I think you mean hundreds, but sure. Why it matters? The warning highlights the challenges facing social media platforms such as Blue Sky, as they try to balance free expression with preventing the spread of violent rhetoric. With political violence and threats increasingly spiraling into online spaces, how Blue Sky enforces its rules may be closely watched, both as a test of its moderation model, and a signal of how decentralized platforms handle harmful content. The problem here is that you let that foster for a long time. You also have other bigger fish to fry, like fucking child pornography. Huh, I wonder how that happens. Oh, look, the site is just full of comments now, and they say massive uptick on reports of child pornography. Huh. How curious. Huh. Well, never not be funny. What the hell? Blue Sky, which jumped in popularity after the 2024 presidential election as an alternative to Elon Musk's Twitter, was not the only platform to issue warning in the wake of Kirk's death. Jumped in popularity. Something with 20 likes there is viral. Now it's not popular. It's infamous. Reddit and Meta. Fucking Reddit. Also issued similar warnings. This shit I've seen on Reddit and saying. Some people saying, well, maybe killing people you disagree with is bad. Getting, like, 500 downvotes. Yeah. Reddit. Am I right, fellas? A Reddit spokesperson told Newsweek, our site with rules prohibit encouraging, glorifying, inciting, or calling for violence. What a fucking lie. He also confirmed that moderators were being instructed on enforcement tools to remove violating content, and added that Reddit was removing graphic footage of the incident. Other platforms have also introduced measures to restrict graphic video content of Kirk's death, which appeared online almost immediately after the shooting and spread rapidly across multiple platforms. You need to see what's going on. You need to see how they kill you or your people. You need to understand the levels of sheer evil you're facing with this. I'm sorry. You have to. I'm a little bit tired of this. Oh no, don't show death. Sure, it's not for everyone. I can agree with that. But at the same time, you need to see what the world is. You need to see what might happen to you just because you don't cuddle up to them. This recorded by witnesses at the Utah Valley University event showed Kirk being shot in the neck and bleeding heavily as his body recoiled. Traditional media outlets, by contrast, generally avoided showing the moment the bullet made the impact. I understand that, but at the same time, I don't know if that should be the case. Dear discretion and all that, sure, I agree with that, I guess. But I guess that's probably what pisses me the most, right? You have people not only watching what happened, But watching that on repeat, tens of times, hundreds of times, and still celebrating. Obviously, I'm not going to show the footage because I don't want to get banned. Even if I wasn't gonna get banned, I wouldn't want to show it either, not here. You're free to look it up. But it's so graphic, so gruesome. Even after seeing that, how can you cheer for this? That's absolutely disgusting to me. That's absolutely infuriating. I don't know how you reach those people anymore. I don't know if you even can. The Meta spokesperson told Newsweek that the company was removing the most graphic content of the shooting and placing warning labels on sensitive material. Also restricting younger users' access, or removing any content glorifying or supporting the incident or the perpetrator. Discord, the spokesperson, we have more stuff on Discord in a little bit. Just you wait. Gillian Susie told The Verge that the company was actively removing video and other content related to this incident that violates our policies, reiterating that its guidance prohibited glorifying violence. Oh boy, this is what we call foreshadowing. The spokesperson, Jack Malone, expressed condolences to Girl's family and told The Verge that the video sharing site was elevating news coverage while removing some graphic content and age-restricting videos were necessary. I mean, I get it, it's YouTube, it's gonna happen. He had the YouTube banned content revealing or mocking the death or serious injury of an identifiable individual. Only if you report it enough. TikTok and Twitter have not commented on their content moderation policies following Kirk's death. This week has contacted both platforms for comment via email. Yep, Charlie Kirk, we know who Charlie is. I think I need to read that at least. What people are saying! President Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social. The great and evil legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he's no longer with us. But only my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife Erica. And family. Charlie, we love you. New York Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez told reporters, "Enough of this. This is horrific. This is awful. And the assassination of Charlie Kirk risks an uncorking of political chaos and violence that we cannot risk in America." Shut the fuck up, you piece of trash. Stop trying to whistle out of your responsibility on this, okay? It's not going to work. People are just fed up right now. It is you and your people who kept demonizing the people you don't like, if they were just fucking moderates. Have you seen Charlie? He was a fucking normie. I had more radical ideas than him. So, now, of course this is awful, but you're only using these words to whistle out of your fucking responsibility. Shut up and fuck off. What happens next? Federal, state and local authorities were still searching for an identified shooter early on Thursday and working what they called multiple active crime scenes. While the shooter has not been caught and no matter has been determined by investigators, the shooting is rather being interpreted as a political assassination. We have more stuff on that right now, obviously. But yeah. And obviously, when something like this happens, you have the dregs of society speaking. Content creators. I know it's ironic, because I do create content too. But obviously they're campaigning against the stuff. Even though sometimes they may seem reasonable, they're clearly not. And I'm sick of this. So of course, we have fucking Keith of all people talking about this. He had another tweet from Wednesday and I couldn't find it. So I'm assuming it was deleted. I don't know what happened there. He was just hiding responses like Rev's wife which is insane to me. Charlie Kirk was a very evil man. He spent most of his career dividing this country with race-baiting rhetoric, defending pedophiles, and advocating for genocide. Excuse me, Genoic Day. I will be honest and say it's hard to find sympathy for a person who didn't even see me as human. I would like some quotes of this, but we know they're just fucking lying. I don't think Mordor deserved the right course of action though. I will not miss Charlie Kirk, but I don't think he deserved to die. Hopefully this country will one day come together, instead of feeding into the division most political commentators and figureheads spew out. It's so fucking ironic. When 2 lines above you were demonizing a guy that just wanted to debate people. The things he says here, race-baiting rhetoric, defending pedophiles, and advocating for genocide, nothing that I've seen from Charlie. If that was the case, why are they not showing clips? It should be really easy to find. But they don't. Why? Because it's a fucking lie. As usual. How do we know that? Because they can't stop themselves from fucking lying all the time. Case in point, this. For 2 days, Republicans everywhere stated that they were done being nice, and that war was coming because in their heart, with zero evidence, they truly believed Charlie Kirk's killer was a Democrat, or trans, or black, or whatever. Now that he's just a straight white dude with Republican parents, they're quiet as a mouse. This type of division is what got our country in the shithole. We even had the president calling for division, but implying the shooter was leftist without even knowing who the shooter was. Bro, this country is truly fucked. I love the lies by omission here. Straight white dude with Republican parents. Yes, that is potentially true, but the guy was still a fucking leftist extremist by their own admission and by their messaging he had on the bullet casings. So you're trying to say, oh no, it was one of yours, it's one of yours. See a lot of people saying, ah, look at this guy, he's a groiper. A fucking groiper. A fucking groiper wouldn't kill Charlie Kirk for being a fascist. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So, what do we know about the shooter? Let us be real. What the fuck do we know about him? Oh! Was Mighty Keith right? God damn it, was Mighty Keith right? Remember when you said Thomas Crooks was a Democrat? You were wrong then too. Sorry boys, Taylor Robinson, Charlie Kirk's shooter is a maggot. And you can hide the photos. Oh no! Is he actually a Trump supporter? Are we sure this guy is a left-wing lunatic? Oh wait, hold up. The photo is completely edited. It's the original one. This is cropped, but there's nothing in this picture that tells you that this is either left or right. He just looks like a guy here, a guy with a hat. Ah, it's a normal guy. Has to be a Republican. Well, this guy is not normal. Let me tell you. This is the real one. Are we sure this guy is not a Democrat? We couldn't tell. And the hand still fucked up. Well, you know. Who knows, really? This is the original. Without the horrible cropping. He was just a dude. He was just a guy. I mean, he looked just like a guy. You don't see obvious propaganda around. I'm only talking about the looks. What do we truly know about the guy? What we know about Tyler Robinson, 22, the man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. His family says he turned to left-wing activism and rejected the values he was raised with, expressed intensely anti-conservative views at the recent family dinner. Active in Antifa Discord servers. Oh yeah, the Republican Antifa. Surely that makes sense. Convinced himself Charlie Kirk was a fascist who was spreading hate. Left Antifa slogans and rhetoric at the crime scene. Son of a sheriff, the same father who turned him in, when it was evident he was the killer. Check the costume. Do you think people grow up in Tifa? Yeah. Ooh, this is getting quite spicy here. I don't want to keep scrolling. But do not believe me. Do not believe what I tell you, because I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Doesn't happen a lot, but it might happen. Hold up. I need to stop the music for a second because you have an actual video. There we go. We have a video. I had several videos, but we get them now. This one. Update. Family member turned him in. He discussed plans with roommates. He had gone in bushes before. Well, cases had Antifa, LGBTQ, and leftist messaging on them. He was radicalized in recent years. How curious.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University.
Apparently he confessed to a priest. I don't know what's going on there, truly.
This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images.
Consistent clothing, not even a change of clothes. That's... Well, it's a guy at 22. And he did something like this. Of course, he's a fucking moron.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years.
But I thought that didn't happen. Random guy on the True Machine said otherwise. Well, I don't know. I guess I can't believe the family directly when they say so.
Family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
Full of hate. The guy that Joe wanted to debate. Oh boy.
The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate.
That's what we call foreshadowing. More about Discord in a little bit. You will see it's absolutely hilarious. You cannot hate them enough.
These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point.
This could mean there are more people involved. That's not looking good.
Leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique.
I think they mentioned the bullets here.
From the contact, Tyler also mentioned that he had changed outfits. I know there's been speculation as well as to the writing on those casings, those bullet casings, and I believe we have that as well. And I'll share that with you now. So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark-colored towel.
Which is really funny, because obviously they're trying to use Charlie's death to push for more gun control, even though this is the only gun they said should be allowed. Isn't that curious? Isn't that funny?
The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle.
As far as I've seen, it seems to be a pretty normal hunting rifle, and also, since that was a college, the area was a gun-free zone. So no, it's not about guns, it's about lunatics. Once again.
The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it. Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices, bulges, capital O-W-O, what's this, question mark."
Fucking furry memes.
Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist, exclamation point, catch, exclamation point."
Surely Riper would say that. Surely Riper would call Charlie Kirk a fascist. Get the fuck out of here.
Up arrow symbol, right arrow, and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols.
People were taking the 3 down symbols to be Antifa. Could be a double whammy, but that's just a Helldivers meme. It's like a half a ton bomb or something like that. I don't play Helldivers, so I have no idea.
A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao Ciao."
Italian anti-fascist song.
And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO."
In obvious shit post, but a lot of people, you know, some creatures were taking that last one to be anti-gay. It's nothing more than a fucking shit post. We have fucking shit post shooters at this point in time. It is really that fucked up. But nonetheless, even though if the 3 arrows were not Antifa, apparently the guy was actually in Antifa Discord, so yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. This guy is not a right-winger, despite what they may tell you. This just came out, so take this with a grain of salt. We still need to see more information about it. But speaking of the roommate, I do believe this is the roommate. Because people were bitching, oh no. See, it's just the white, cis, heterosexual male. Potentially breaking. Charlie Kirk assassin Taylor Robinson was living with his transgender partner per Fox News. A male transitioning to female, of course. The final things Charlie said before being shot was that there were too many trans shooters. Charlie was right. We don't know at this point in time if this is true or not. If this is actually true, this is not a raper. This is not a Republican. This would explain a lot too. How curious. The things that never happen keep happening every single time. How curious. The things they tell you, oh no, this is impossible, look, it's the other side. It's just a fucking lie. Every single time. How fucking curious. And as I was talking about Discord, we have this. This will tells TMZ they have investigated Taylor Robinson's account and found no evidence of Robinson planning the incident or promoting violence. It was not used by Taylor Robinson to either plan the murder of Charlie Kirk or to hide the evidence, TMZ has learned. A Discord spokesperson tells TMZ, in the course of our investigation, we identified a Discord account associated with the suspect, but haven't found no evidence that the suspect planned this incident or promoted violence on Discord. Ah, beautiful. We have investigated ourselves and have found ourselves not guilty. It's kind of like Twitch with Hassan. Have investigated Hassan, found him guilty enough to be banned for 24 hours on his day off. It's recovering for him, got it. I don't even want to imagine, at this point in time, the kind of strange and Antifa webs there might be protecting on fucking Discord at this point in time. It is truly insane. It is truly wretched. Not a big fan, let me tell you. This could, if they actually launch a true investigation on Discord thanks to this, it's probably gonna be really ugly. You also have you talking about it. Response to Tim Hannanen. One guy acted along and they wanted to go to war. It's like they just were looking for any reason. And she's always being a staunch leftist. One guy acted along. Then we saw the reaction of millions, some posting with their full names and faces, which is fucking hilarious. Maybe you understand now the importance of fucking privacy, you stupid buffoon. Teachers, childcare workers, healthcare workers, HR professionals, game developers. Hundreds of thousands of people that walk amongst every day who live next door to us. People I thought were friends. People I thought were normal people. Celebrating the gruesome public execution of a father shot in the fucking throat in front of his young children. Celebrating because he politically does not agree with them. We saw their real beliefs when the in this house believed shielded mask was ripped off. Sociopathic freaks. Truly insane. Truly insane. But of course, not every people sensible like she. She's always been obviously lefty. I've known Shu for more than a decade. I've stopped following her when all of that debacle with Armor Skeptic back in like 2020. They had a really big and bad breakup. Both went off the deep end for a while. She was getting close to likes of Bosch, which that's really bad. Yes, the guy that wants to fuck a horse. Yeah, the horse fucker, Bosch, that guy. So I was like, I don't know about that. She is now married to a Christian. She's a mom. She has a young kid. She's making classic shoe content. She's still okay in my books at this point in time. But everybody's now like you, sadly. Oh, how can I make this about me? Said fucking Hassan Piker. Then sat down with Politico for an interview centered around Charlie Kirk and where America goes from here. Hassan, you can go back to Turkey. You're not gonna be missed. This best case scenario is comprehensive gun reform. Shut the hell up, dude. Worst case is real life becomes more like Twitter. Also talks about Charlie's purpose in debating. I think he was ever debating for the purpose of finding truth, from position of intellectual curiosity. Format was more to humiliate the ideological opponent. Have you seen his actual clips? He was not that guy. He was not that guy. Come on. Isolated notes. Because it's really relevant. This fucking guy here, Hassan Piker, was set to debate Charlie Kirk, I think it was September 25th. Now that's not happening. Hassan, you can count yourself really lucky. Because you have been fucking destroyed with facts and logic. That's a Ben Shapiro meme. I can't let fear dictate my life, as I'm background the fallout from Charlie Kirk's killing. The popular leftist streamer gets candid about sparring with the late conservative activist. His own fears about political violence. It's your fucking fault! False? Fault! I know how to speak English sometimes. It's your fucking fault, you piece of trash! That's the problem! You cannot take the consequences of your own fucking actions! What is the best case scenario of where we go from here as a society after Charles' death? What is the worst case? Best case is reasonable, comprehensive gun reform. In the direction of safety. That sounds insane, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, the gun fucking reform. It was a gun-free song anyway. It was the gun that fucking AOC wanted to be the only one that should be allowed. Because it only has a single shot. Single shot is all it takes. If you have criminals and they're dead set into committing crimes, they're not gonna stop. Oh, it's a gun-free song. I guess we cannot kill Charlie Kirk anymore. That's not what happened. Demented people, criminals, unstable people don't care about the law. When you have these draconian laws, the only thing you're doing is penalizing law-abiding citizens because they cannot protect themselves. That's what Charlie said. That's what Charlie was about. Sure, people are gonna die because of gun violence, and there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot uninvent guns at this point in time. But people should have access to the guns to defend themselves and defend their fucking rights, like free speech. This is not a Second Amendment thing, it's a First Amendment thing. They use the guns to kill his free speech. Literally kill the free speech. The worst case is what I'm seeing on Twitter. More and more of Twitter becoming real life. Do we talk who's at fault here? Do we talk who's to blame here? When people are getting increasingly more belligerent, increasingly more angry, there's eventually going to be a boiling point, right? Has to be a point where all of that anger and frustration mounts. In the absence of any sort of pressure valve to release that anger, I think people will look for different targets they have designed as the reason why they feel the way they do. This is your side! This is your fucking side! Who are these shooters killing? They're killing Charlie Kirk. They're killing fucking Christian kids. They're killing just innocent Ukrainian women. I don't think that guy was radicalized by Hassan Piker anyway. He was just using excuses to justify his senseless killing of Irina, I think that was her name. I'm really bad with names, please understand. It's not that I forgot, it's just I'm just bad with names. It is you! It's you people who keep stoking the flames of violence. And you know what happened when Charlie died? No city was burned. No people were killed because of that. I do believe people got more radicalized. More than I would like. But at this point in time, well, we want debate. Charlie wanted debate. He was debating people. And he got fucking killed because of that. No wonder people are gonna say, well, debate is impossible. I don't think you should kill people you disagree with. I've been called names because I said that. It's insane. I've been called a far-right extremist because of that. And I've also been called by the same guy some sort of milquetoast guy. It didn't make any fucking sense to me. They're just saying bullshit. No, fuck off. That same guy was celebrating Charlie's death. He would applaud if anybody took me out. I don't even care what they think anymore at this point. I've seen some people say they have really dirty and ugly souls. I don't think they have souls. I don't think you can be fully human like this. I get banned for saying that, but You know what? Fuck it. It's not the right-wingers that are killing people. They are the guys that are getting killed. And thanks to you, Hassan Piker, I do have clips too. But shut the hell up. Can be a litany of different marginalized populations. Black and brown people, undocumented migrants, trans people, the left, broadly, liberals broadly. I've heard that is the worst case scenario. People in this decentralized way seeking out vengeance, seeking out some sort of distorted sense of justice in their own minds. This is what you fucking fear. This is what you fear. Being in an even playing field. You brought this extreme violence, and now you fear they might use that violence against you? I'm sorry. You're the only one to blame. Nobody wanted this kind of violence. But you kept stoking the flames. And now what do you have? A bunch of radicalized people. Congratulations. Hassan Piker, you're a fucking idiot. But we know that. And you think political persecution as well. I mean, Trump just came out and released a video in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, where he said, "We're going to go after the left. We're going to go after everyone that's demonized the right." How is this wrong? You people are murderers. You're assassins. You're killing without fucking remorse. Oh no, they might end up in jail. I don't think that's a good enough punishment anyway. But also simultaneously saying, we're going to do this in the spirit of free speech. Which is interesting because I feel like he's spelling out a clear-cut violation of the constitutional protections. Where's Charlie's free speech? Where's Charlie's free speech? Yeah? What about that? What do you think it said about Charlie Kirk that he thought debate was one of the ways to release the preacher valve? He's completely misrepresenting Charlie here, and he's just attacking the guy. Fucking beautiful, Sang. Fucking beautiful. I don't think he was ever debating for the purpose of finding the truth, or from a position of intellectual curiosity. I think a lot of people say that. Debates are only productive, in the sense that you can test your opinions against their interlocutors' opinions. And it's good, it's galvanizing. Always said that 40% of the audience on either side have already made up their minds, and they're not going to change. And then there's the 20% in the margins that could swing in either direction. It's for that 20% in the middle that you entertain the intellectual sparring. How is that different from what Charlie was doing? Also, it's really bold to assume that since Charlie never changed his opinion, he was wrong. There's a thing that's facts and logic. God, I don't wanna be Ben Shapiro. Not like this. But it's true. It's fucking true. There's observable reality. And I don't care how you feel about it. Reality is just reality. That's not up to debate. And I've seen clips. I've seen a bunch of clips of Charlie. Was he this guy? No, he was not. He was really well-mannered. He was really... nice, I suppose. Just a simple word, but... he was not attacking people. He was really respectful every single time. For Charlie, I think the format was more so to just humiliate his ideological opponents. He was never this guy. It would be really easy for him to do so, but he didn't do it. He was very successful at doing propaganda of this sort, by going to college campuses and listening to what people had to say, and then giving the right-wing talking points on the matter, getting a couple tanks in the process. That's a big part of the debate culture. Having said that, it still can be productive. There's still people who can have their minds changed in the process. Where they go, wow, my worldview that I took for granted is maybe seemingly not so smart. This could be you too, Hassan. There's still time. You can still change. You're still not too far gone. There's some productivity that can drive out of debate, which is why I was entertained doing it with Charlie. So, of course, as we all know, And Sang is nothing more than a fucking liar and a fucking propagandist. To the highest degree I've ever seen. So of course, we have some Hassan clips to go through. And this one. Yesterday, Hassan Piker called for violence against Nick Fuentes. Today, he sits in Charlie's death to cry about threats against his life. A month earlier, Piker encouraged his supporters to kill a Republican senator. These leftists only know how to play the victim.
No, we gotta, the moment is.
First of all, you cannot ban me for this, Twitch. You cannot ban me. This is a fucking Twitch clip, and you haven't banned the guy yet. So you cannot get me with this. This is your guy, not mine.
Is clear. You gotta sick like the ACP guys on him. Okay, that's it. You gotta get one of those like Haz al Dink type motherfuckers to just like eat his ass alive, you know? Let him fight.
Let him fight. Get his ass.
Whatever the fuck his name is. What is it? The Albanian dude? Lots of
And that's from the day after, which is really funny.
Twitter randos calling for violence against you. Stay safe, bud. I know, man. What else is new? You know, this is every day.
What else is new?
Every day of my life. Okay, every day of my life for the past 10 years.
He's just a wholesome guy. He's just a quick, chunky, wholesome guy. Aww, poor Hassan. Getting death threats. No. How could that happen? Aww.
It is what it is. It's been happening, and it'll. Dude, people will be like, "Oh, dude, there is a." There are people who are wishing death upon you all over the internet. Like, I know. Of course, people fucking wish death upon me. What do you mean? If you cared about Medicare fraud.
I don't think I can play that one. Actually, I don't think I can play that one. That one actually got him banned. For a day. Okay, just for a day. What he's saying here, pretty much, February 27th, 2025. If you care, he was saying that if you care about Medicare fraud, maybe, there's some people that you should kill. He said that, not me. There's also this compilation going on, compiled by Tecton. This type of rhetoric that's been promoted on Twitch and encouraged. No warnings, no bans, front page, and happy birthday wishes. Yesterday is what happens when people like this go unpunished. Yesterday he means Charlie. I don't think you play the first clip because I think it's related to this one. I'm not sure. He's also saying here, you can go through it. It's really easy to find. Tecton has it up. He's going on how you should show them guts, but not guts as in courage. As that you should gut them and show them their own intestines. Oh, so civilized, so wholesome. We have Dan Clancy here.
Thing we do need to make sure we do, we got to keep attracting younger viewers
We need to keep attracting younger viewers
that grow up on TikTok,
that grow up on TikTok
when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
when they're 8, 9, 11, 12. Those ages, not allowed on Twitch, by the way, should be 13 plus.
Even though they shouldn't be.
Even though they shouldn't be. TOS for thee, but not for me.
3, it's like all here.
I don't even know if I can play more of these clips here. He mentioned something here. Yeah, I think he was doxing somebody there, saying how he was going to shoot him with his AR-15. That's pretty cool. And this about pretty fun, isn't it? Lander streaks soak in their red capitalistic blood. He was talking about landowners. But he's just a handsome guy. He would never threat violence on anybody. Come on. I just realized this shit is so fucked here. How did that happen? How did that happen? Oh, that's a little bit strange. There's a line there, but... There we go. Not quite, not quite, not quite. Not quite. Anyway, there was a strange line there. I don't know what happened. It wasn't happened to that point, so I have no idea. That was really strange. I just realized. Ah, he's just a handsome guy. Come on. Oh, poor Hassan. Yourself. This thing here. Record is 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Cannot believe this is allowed and celebrated on Twitch. Yet here we are. Ah, he's just a handsome dude. Ah, fuck, I hate when you do that to me. Piece of trash. What do they have here? Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know why I brought up the music again. We didn't need it yet. Not everybody's a fucking clown like Hassan. Thankfully. God, imagine if that was the case. Ugh. Truly wretched. Truly disgusting. So we had this guy, Jeffree Star, apparently an LGBTQ icon. And he's been going off, dude. You love to see it. I don't agree with this guy with a bunch of things, but this guy is calling me books. Jeffree Star speaks about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You won't believe what he has to say. This is a TikTok live stream, so it's gonna look really goofy. Please understand.
He encouraged everyone to speak about their beliefs, whether he believed them or not. Lexi, I don't really care. Am I a Republican? No, I'm a person. Because I'm standing up for someone that passed away, I'm now being called names in the chat.
That's the biggest point. Just because you're not spouting anti-human rhetoric, they're calling you fucking names constantly. It's insanity.
This is what's wrong with a lot of you people. You will never get far in life. You are sick in the head.
I love this man.
Someone just said they're unsubscribing
No
from
homo.
me. Thank God, please. Because if you believe in they and thems, you're part of the problem.
Go off, King.
If you're so stupid enough to go against science, please unfollow me.
That's crazy.
You can be whoever you want to be, but there's science and there's facts. You can pretend in your head you're a cat. You can pretend in your head that you're this and you're that. Good for you. You're still only A or B.
Yep. Type A or type 2, baby. You love to see it. I'm gonna blow my nose in the meantime, but we can listen to this guy still.
And the truth hurts a lot of you, I see. I see a lot of you still can't get over it. Sounds like a personal problem. While I've been live streaming, someone was just and TikTok has guidelines, you guys, so I have to censor what I'm saying. I'm uploading my video right now. I am. Even though we're dealing with all of this, I'm uploading my video right now. So yes, I am a grown-ass man that wears makeup. I will always be a male. My name is Jeffrey. Jeff, if you were my father, he's the only person allowed to call me that. My name is Jeffrey. I am a male that likes cosmetics.
And that's okay. That's
all
normal.
These grown men going into women.
I don't need to like it. It's not for me. But he's free to do so, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Bathrooms wearing wigs, you should all be in prison forever. You
Holy.
are the problem. So a grown man that goes around the country debating people, spitting facts, was just taken out. And I'm not over it. I can't sit here and play with makeup right now. I want to throw up.
Yeah? It's fucked up, dude.
So no, I'm not a Republican. No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm Jeffree Star. Stop trying to label me. Stop trying to label me. I am a male. I am a makeup artist. I am a makeup mogul. I am a business owner. I am a farmer. I am a rancher. I am a son. I am someone's cousin. I am someone's friend.
If anything, the most unbelievable thing here is that he's a farmer. I did not expect that. That's crazy.
Stop labeling me. Y'all don't know anything about my beliefs. You just assume. Because I said I was thankful that Trump brought back TikTok. I'm now being accused of being a Republican.
Yeah, it's kind of funny too.
All I said months ago when TikTok was banned and my business could be affected tremendously, I said, wow, thank God Trump fixed it. Or I wouldn't be able to sell my cosmetics on this platform.
To be fair, Jeffrey, you shouldn't be adjusting a single platform. But
I quit YouTube and dedicated my life to TikTok.
big trouble.
And people are upset because I
Shouldn't do
faked
it.
our president? Politics aside, biology will never change.
Oh.
Why is that up for debate? Am I saying any of this? Because Charlie Kirk fought for the rights. He fought for the truth. He debated everybody. And you guys cannot argue that. You are delusional and you are mentally ill if you were trying to go against what I just said.
Yes, that's really funny. Not only they can't argue against that, they couldn't argue against Charlie. That's why he got killed.
I didn't say my opinion. I said a fact. I am Jeffrey Lynn Steininger Jr. That's who I am. I am born a male. Cannot believe I'm sitting here 6 hours away from a crime scene. Like, Utah's just right down there. He's just a couple hours away. And he was doing a debate at a college in front of thousands of people, and his daughter was there. And he was just taken out.
That was really fucked up. That was really fucked up. Daughter was actually running for Charlie because she got scared of the noise. That's really fucked up.
I can't, I don't know how to process it right now. I'm like so sick. I'm honestly so sick by it. And I'm over here trying to like upload a video. And I'm over here trying to upload a fucking video about Hailey Bieber. Who cares about her? Well, you guys do. Clearly, she had a #1 launch in Sephora. It's hard when these situations happen and you are an entertainer. It's hard. It's really hard because you just want to stop everything and just leave. Like, I came on here to play with makeup and review these fucking Louis Vuitton brushes, and right now, I don't want to.
Yep. That's really messed up. What else they have here? What is this? I don't remember this. Oh god, this fucking guy. Can get the music back at least. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Latest is going viral for calling Charlie Kirk an idiot. Aaron Gaines joins the conversation. You're going to disagree with you know nothing about politics. Bro only made this because his 80 IQ fanbase pressures him to not condemn political violence against right-wingers. I've seen the clip, there's nothing to watch there. And yeah, this looks like a smart man, am I right? God fucking damn it. We also have this thing, it's also really funny. Is that making something close to violence? To which there's nothing. Tretat, I don't know this guy, looks like to be a polished dude, I have no idea. Says a vicious murderer should be executed. 7-day ban. You don't hate Twitch enough. And he was talking about the murder of the Ukrainian girl. So there's that. Here we have also a statement from Shu. As said before, I've known of Shu for more than a decade. God, more than a decade. Holy shit, I feel old. She's always being, obviously, a staunch leftist. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. She went through Gamergate. She went through 2016. She went through 2020. She got close to fucking Bush of all people. She even go through Trump's assassination attempt, I'm trying to say. She went through the last elections. But this is it. This is the point where she says, you are not my people. I don't think she's moving right, necessarily. But this is the point in time where she's saying, you are not my people. It has come to this fucking insane point where you're actually moving Shu away. Something I never thought possible since what, 2014, 2015. You know shit's rough here, dude. This is a little bit of a saying here, so it's gonna take a little bit. After the last 2 weeks, I've completely blackpilled me on the left. Even after 10 years of covering their antics, walk slap, etc., I'm not leaving the left. Still have all my economic left positions. I'm quintessentially a 2015 Bernie bro. Oh, they were so hopeful back then. A sheer line disable, for strong social safety nets, worker rights, etc. That hasn't changed and only has gotten stronger with time. I side with them on things like Israel and war in general. But is it even what the left is nowadays? I don't know. Looking around socially, personally, on a human level, if this is what the left is, I am not left. For the first time in a decade, I truly do not want to be grouped in with these people. It is now very clear we live in completely different realities with different morals. From the insane, bizarre reaction to the murder of an innocent woman on a train, reflexively getting madder about people being mad about it than the actual murder, which is sheer nonsense for obvious reasons. Dismissing people's very real concerns about the dying, decaying society. Well, that's just living in the city, child. Car accidents are more common. To celebrating the gruesome murder of a husband, father, just a guy. Not a politician, not a CEO. A fucking guy. For having Normicon campus conservative co-worker politics. He was just a dude. As I said, I have more radical positions than him, and I don't even consider myself to be right-wing anyway. For the crime of not being a liberal, not believing in the current thing. It is clear how they reacted about Charlie is how they would react about me, my friends, my family, any of you, your friends, your family, that have ever stepped out of line of the nebulous, ever-changing definition of progressive. Anyone who has ever been called a Nazi for the stupidest shit in the last 10 plus years. Hello, yes, that's me. Charlie was staunchly right-wing, but remember, none of you are pure enough. Many things have made me feel this way over the years. DNC fucking burned it twice, COVID lockdowns, trucker protest. Oh god, the trucker thing was so bad too. Being lied to about Kyle Rittenhouse and believing like a moron, drug kid shit, being gaslit with the Balenciaga drama, realizing adults should be able to do what they want. It's becoming a fascist belief. The bi-current lie. How they wanted Daniel Penny's head for doing the sack community policing. They talked about wanting. I can go on. I don't remember Daniel Penny here. If I read about the case, I probably remember it, but once again, me being bad with names. But this week in particular has been eye-opening. Posting videos and pictures of Charlie's wife and young kids will not move them because they cannot relate and never will. They're atomized bug people who hate their families and themselves. The unfortunate product of modern society. They're miserable, evil human beings, and I owe many people many apologies for ever thinking otherwise. Maybe we'll cool down, but I couldn't sleep. But I'm absolutely demoralized and blackpilled beyond belief. I do not want my child growing up in a world like this. Sick, evil shit. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. She's saying this from a left position. But a lot of people are coming to the same resolution from a right position. There's nothing you can do with these people. Something like that. Just depressing. You cannot talk to them. You cannot convince them of at least shutting up about Charlie Kirk. None of this would have happened if all of those people that were celebrating, even if they actually approve of the killing of Charlie Kirk, would just shut up and be normal for once. They don't understand what normal is. And they don't care. They hate themselves. They hate their families. They hate you. And they're trying to find some sort of virtue by lying. Trying to find some sort of virtue, but what about other people on the other side of the globe I don't care about other people on the other side of the globe, because I don't know anything about them. I care about myself. I care about my people. I care about my friends and family. I care about people I follow, because I know about them. And I care about people like Charlie, because even though I didn't follow the guy, I actually liked his content for what it was worth. I could relate to Charlie because he was a normal guy. I cannot relate to people on the other side of the world. They have completely different beliefs than mine, and they are killing themselves in a conflict that I don't know anything about. It's quite literally not my problem. It's insane. And this is not new. This has been going on for far too long, and this is reaching the turning point. There is no possible dialogue to be had. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He died. Oh, who cares? Or even who cares? That's good. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of this fucking bullshit. I don't think I want to scroll. It might get the spicy again. But it's finally time. It's finally time for repercussions. They told us it's time for consequences. It is time for freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. It's time for accountability, and they don't like it. Remember why cancel culture is good for democracy. But then again, we also have Rolling Stone here saying, the MAGA right says Charlie Kirk is a martyr for freedom of expression. But I still want people to lose their jobs for criticizing his rhetoric. No, it's not for criticism. It's for saying it's deserved. It's for saying they should go against more people like The Wife, like Matt Walsh, like Joe Rogan, like J.K. Rowling, like Elon Musk. It's a promotion of violence and terrorism. Oh, how dare you do that? You people are literally killing the other side. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Here we have a strat from Legal Mindset. OSHA Step 1 to clean up corporate America and investigate estimates celebrating death. Strong legal precedent. HR can minimize it. Reporting can be done anonymously, and it doesn't have to cost. Doesn't have the cost of a lawsuit. It's free. Hey, we have a reply from Asmongold. This is great insight. Honestly, I didn't know how strong some of these systems were. Look forward to sharing this information in future videos. You can just report them. It was always that easy. You can always do something. And we have many examples of people going off in strange ways, like game devs. Sucker Punch Senior Dev celebrates Charlie Kirk's death. Ghost of Yachty is dead to me now. It was dead to me before, but I've seen people canceling pre-orders, and that's pretty good. He died when he would loved, being a transphobic racist bigot. That's a repost. I hope the shooter's name is Mario, so that Luigi knows his bro got his back. This is the side of diversity and love, by the way. Of course we have a she-her here. Of course we do. It's doubling down. Cast of Yata Dev is pretty much doubling down at this point. I have been told that the Twitter has noticed me from across the room. Yes, we are actively messaging Sucker Punch to remove you from your position as well. Co-workers feel unsafe around you. Only this thing here got fired. Good fucking riddance. Cry me a fucking table. And they're staying here. What a weekend did. We see how you freaks cheer on assassination. A whole 53 people like you're sick virtue signaling. Wow, stunning and brave. It's more than 1,000 right now. 1 year since the release of Carbon Sandwich. Also, Fascist got 360 long scope. What a week. Of course, it's a fucking Frenchie. I don't need to say anything else. Final Fantasy XIV chat and the forums are dumpster fire. People posting that they should not celebrate murder are getting shut down. Now I'm completely justified in never playing Final Fantasy XIV and always hating the game. I've seen the kind of people they have. I don't like them. Always fucking digits. I'm sorry if you play Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe this is a waking up call. I don't know how you say that. All while trying to defend the screen, his localizer Kate Quiner reposting violent political rhetoric against the right. Why do you let this type of violent political talk and lies about Charlie Kirk fester in your game forums? I'm assuming this is just censored. Might be the video, I have no idea. That's inappropriate content based on my misunderstanding. Wait, did she? Damn, didn't know she was that based. Oh! After should close the thread, anyone celebrating the death of a person being assassinated, regardless if you like them or not, needs to have a reality check on being a human being. Too many people have got comfortable with smack talking behind the screen without suffering consequences for their actions. These communities are around with terminally ill freaks. They celebrate the murder and insulted victims of police and gun violence. Citation, please! And he has not run to spew his filth. To use his own words, he was a scum. I don't think he ever said that. Citation, please, that would be really easy. Grave seems like a fit on toilet. Fascist sympathizers don't deserve humanity status either. Just guard your neck if you're going to talk out of it. Bunny Brad. This is the kind of people you have in Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, he's gone. You have anyone like him gets the same treatment. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about me when you sympathize with the fascists more than the people his rhetoric has harmed. Couldn't care less about some forum poster with only a forum account. What these people don't understand is that they are completely justifying something like this happening to them. Which shouldn't be the case either. People that personally cannot relive, clear, or try to perform mental gymnastics to justify what happened are truly ontologically evil people. There's not enabling fascism. As far as I know, Kirk talked with people a lot. He debated young people at the universities and was politically active. So, are wars along a reason for murder now? Yes. For these people, yes. Many of you seem to think that, and it's truly horrifying. And yes, I'm surprised about the amount of deranged people. It's shocking to me. You didn't realize that he was pro-murder, right? You didn't realize he died for the thing he said was worth dying for. Pro-murder. Citation, please. He was... Odd enough, he was pro-life. He was the guy that was saying that maybe it should be the right wing who should bail some of the criminals out, because that would piss the left off a lot. The guy doing what he allowed, defending his uncle's right to murder him while being insanely racist and transphobic. No citation given. His job was getting people to kill each other. No, it was not. No sympathy for me, he literally ripped what he saw. Not to mention the shit he said about his own very young daughter. That was the pro-life position. It's really funny. Because how misconstrued everything is. Defending his own killer's right to murder him. No. That's not what he said. You should be able to have guns. But killing is still illegal. What are you talking about? That's truly insane. You should have guns to protect yourself. Killing somebody from a rooftop that was just debating people is not protecting yourself. I'm sorry, I don't care anymore. Second thread of industry-related bad behavior celebrating the death of a man who promoted debate, not violence. This one will be better organized. We have Epic, Bungie, and MTG Arena. Oh boy. Lots of people reposted Zoe Queen. Oh shit, Zoe Queen in the big 2025. Trust and safety at Epic Games. This may speak volumes, but when specifically you choose to break it also says a whole fucking lot. Criticizing Chris Pratt. Right-wing media ecosystem operates by stoking hatred and anger and divisions every single day. They want people to constantly be afraid and want people to hate each other. Everything we're seeing is a result of the stabilization the right has profited off of. Do I need to bring up Sans clips again? Get the fuck out of here. Stop fucking lying to me. Anyone willing to act as an IS agent or assist them in their endeavors deserves no place in polite society and should be openly named, exposed, and vilified. It's as it producer at Bungie. Who worked with politics? They cannot do the proper job. What do we do next? I'll spend a moment in this project to say free Palestine and protect the dolls. Holy moly! Huge essay here. Here's Let's Sucker Punch, producer at MTG Arena. Rest in peace, Dad. You would have loud laughing at Charlie Kirk's Igor's moment. Kirk wants to hear jokes about him getting shot by people who lost family or friends to gun violence. Might, and as one of these people, I say keep busting those bangers. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Hey, fun thing to do today is support some awesome trans and non-binary creators. Awesome? I've yet to see the first one. I expect anything he says to be true. It's one of fascist objectives, to make the truth irrelevant. Places spring up and violent storyline that people either willingly can I keep reading that? It's really funny, that's what you people are doing. That's what you people are doing, because you are the ones that not only allow yourself, but pat yourself on the back when you keep fucking lying constantly. So spare me your useless dribble, you piece of trash. Hey, keeps going. You're under no obligation to mourn the death of people who would have celebrated yours. Somebody like Charlie would not celebrate a death because he was a proper Christian. So it's just like he was such a heartless proponent of gun violence and harassing victims. He'll laugh openly at people who were victims or who tried to enact change. Just a misogynist, virulently racist, far-right, Christ fascist, white supremacist. I have no compassion left. Don't you have any more epithets to turn around? God fucking damn it. This guy, currently working on Fortnite. There are many people in this world whose death would make me smile. This is one of them. What a perfect time to be at a bourbon festival. God, looks so fucking gay, so fucking soy. It's made at the hotel in Louisville for the festival. Just hearing about Kirk now. Gonna party even fucking harder now. You won't believe this, but Charlie Kirk actually just did something to make the world a better place. So on and so forth. Was that the last one? No, it was not. I think that's a repeat. Oh, I jumped to the next tweet. I see. It's Fortnite, and we also have Rebellion. Is this the same guy? Yes, this is still the same Andrew guy. Dimitrov, like this one, from Rebellion. It's really that simple. He purposely agitated. Called for the deaths of people I love. Pushed the agenda of a fascist regime. He was a fucking Nazi and no one feel bad about it. Not sympathy for a fascist bigot. They're just making shit up. It's from Apex. BAFTA, oh boy. Everything here is fucking cooked. So incestuous, and they all think the fucking same. It's insane to me. If you're not in the US or permanently online, it's definitely really weird to see the President of the United States demand that flags fly at half-mast for some random guy you don't know who effectively amounts to a noisy internet influencer. I have what you say, but he got JD Vance to be the vice president, so I don't think so. Stuff from Apex. Let's do it again. It's gonna be so weird watching. Fucking sorry, Graham, by the way. It's gonna be so weird watching establishment dams be performatively sadder about this than they were about the colleague and her husband and dog who got shot and killed. Dog? What? What are you talking about? Don't remember anything about the dog. More stuff here. Writers looking, award-winning game developer. Formerly Crystal Dynamics, 2K Games, Arrowhead Games, Dice LA, Sledgehammer. They. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I might as well tell you now. I'm planning on escaping to my home country, escaping the US and avoiding the incoming potential conflict. I'm bringing a portion of my polycule with me and my cats. Holy shit, that's a red flag. I can thrive in a place that mourns someone who wants my eradication. No citation given. Cool. Developers of Case of Cool, publisher of Kid Fox Games, because they have built an audience of anti-fascist customers during award show. This political thinker voice. The second amendment is actually for the position of tyranny, not political violence. Everyone's brain is broke as hell. No, that is actually true. That is actually true. Sides are like, leftists are violent. Demonstrably so. Evidence from the late 19th century. Leftists are like, right-wings are violent. Evidence from 21st century. No, the evidence from 21st century also says, leftists are violent. God fucking damn it, these fucking people living in a completely different reality. Just saying, those edgy witches should bump out their rates a little. Oh yeah. They were throwing spells at this guy, apparently. We pay some edgy witches to curse Charlie Kirk. PC gamer, by the way. Cool. Political violence is a term that exists to suggest a more distinction between violence against politicians and violence by politicians. So the one can be condemned while the other can be normalized. Obviously, no such distinction exists in reality. Violence is violence, and you're justifying it. Congratulations. Congratulations. I can boss but none upon. This is Your Geek Academy. Yeah, that sounds really bad. This is regardless, the truth that the big content creator with close ties to the game he makes content for posting a lot of beers on her body. It turns out the guy is acting not just VA. Interesting. He honor keeps memory by doing the thing he hates and donated to an organization that wants to help low-income trans adults receive gender-affirming care. Completely delusional. Oh, okay, hold up. I try not to talk about much besides Dokkan and the gaming and sports stuff on here, especially like my personal life, my thoughts on politics and stuff. I will on-stream usually if people ask me, but these days very limited talk of this type of stuff from me on here. With that being said, motherfuck Charlie Kirk and everything he stood for. Big DBC content creator, he's the one with the beard. Oh yeah, he looks like the type, doesn't he? He looks like the type. It's really shameful. Alana appears here. What the fuck? Because some people are saying that Charlie Kirk is this generation Martin Luther King. Life is strange, not surprising. Not surprising at all. Yes, that consequences are happening. Oh no, how did that happen? Oh my god, did he cancel Reginald's comic series because she made a very mean tweet about Charlie Kirk? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh boy, life comes at you hard. Life comes at you fast. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Christopher Means from Studio Try Dog. Very good. At the need to scroll down a little bit. Yeah, the other thread. I don't know if I have that open or not. I may have. Wow, but there's a producer going above and beyond to celebrate. Grab rave, feeling fancy, and the endless retweets of lies and fear-mongering. Isn't just some level worker, this is a producer. Who feels fine saying all this, probably sounded by others so full of hate. I never tested one to the trash, but this badly, it's way worse than you think. Same fucking tits as we've seen before. This guy has been cracking down hateful posts about Charlie Kirk, and Wokies are mad they can celebrate his death. This Twitter complaining about it was reported by Kate Quiner, head of English localization for Square Enix. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. We have a big thread here. Thread of Blizzard employees and contracted employees for Blizzard Stories celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk died in the world he helped create. A man, the woman who dies of sepsis because of anti-abortion laws, or the person who dies because they can't afford insulin, are just as much victims of political violence as the man shot through the throat while making a racist speech. Racist. Sure, why not? We could just make shit up at this point. I should hire an extra witch to fix the job market. They keep going off. Sun and Blazer, Bruce Bungie, and Arcane. They are this bad, baby. They are this bad. We're busting stuff from Substack. This insane creature here, sure. Some more from Senior Writer and narrative designer personally at Blizzard. Busting the same shit. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Catherine M. Valente is a Blizzard author waiting for World of Warcraft stories. Busting the same shit. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. This woman again. Of Valente has written an article celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Who's in charge apparently. Sure. Sounds good to me. I tried to go a little bit fast right now. Please understand. Not sure knows how to party. Oh boy, oh boy. Organized by Valente and Charlie Kirk's assassination. The situation is more than you can reason someone out of a position they were paid to reason others into. Blame if you like, and I might be wrong, but look, between all of us, the law doesn't often do long common thing. What a fucking bullshit lie! It's been happening constantly for the past couple of years. Shut the hell up! After a small group arguing about theories so long and fiercely, we alienate each other into inaction. But plus those sunglasses and that haircut? Okay. Do I need to bring up Hassan again? Numerous right-wingers are calling for all them to be arrested. You reported fired for being insufficiently mournful and calling for a lifetime social media bans for when we speak on Kirk. The only thing that stops this is the shooter turns out to be the most conservative straight white boy ever. Which he was not! Congratulations, keep being your guy. God fucking damn it, these people are so fucking vile. Keeps going. Keeps going. Guys are so horny for empathy, you're not allowed to act 10% the way we do every day. LOL, checkmate lives. Actually, they got you the people who said empathy is a thing, of which Kir was on think it is. He said that empathy was a new age term that's a bunch of bullshit, and he prefers sympathy! Always clip champion, these fucking people. Don't be cruel not to honor his wishes. God damn, she keeps going. That's on Valente celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. This thing again. The next art tag, ready for Blizzard stories for World of Warcraft. Posting the same fucking shit. Oh no, not like this. Wick? Wick? No. This is payback. Get fucked. He, him, she, her. Oh boy. Normal individual. Jerry Gillis is a Blizzard technical designer for World of Warcraft, reposting inflammatory posts on the Charlie Kirk's assassination. Maybe now you understand why WoW nowadays just looks like ass. And it feels like ass. He, him, polyamorous. It's normal people. Reposting the same fucking bullshit. Same fucking bullshit. Cool, cool, cool. Also have Matt Villers, a Blizzard employee, is principal encounter designer on WoW, condemned in the morning of Charlie Kirk. Condemned in the morning, by the way. Great, great, great. Most reports by Villers agreeing that Charlie Kirk decided what happened to him, calling any morning perverse. Love, compassion, empathy, diversity. They keep spouting that fucking nonsense. Do you know why? Because they're fucking lying. As always. Nothing more than a bunch of fucking liars. Nicky Giselle Crenshaw works for Blizzard as a associate principal user researcher for the World of Warcraft franchise, reporting agreements that Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him. As we can see, reposting the same fucking bullshit. Cool, cool, cool. With a marketing budget close to $1 billion, it would be a lot cheaper to fire destroying haters than fix the damage they could do to the brand. True. And it keeps going. This is Sean Chiplock, EMBA for Diluc and Genshin and Subaru in ReZero. He posted this on Blue Sky today about Charlie Kirk's death, mugging him. I hope they receive all the same care the average American citizen would get in the same situation. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. We'll have Reaper Scans, the fan translation group that got shut down 4 months ago, are now celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. The fan translation group worked on titles such as Soul Leveling and other webtoons. Their main moderators actively allowing violence to spread, which is against Discord TOS, but they don't fucking care. Well, 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 would you look at that? Would you look at that, fucking Discord mods? So most like his garbage ideologies are got what him killed. He advocated for gun violence in order to protect the Second Amendment, and look where it got him. No, you fucking idiot, that's what he said! But you need to be higher than 70 IQ to understand a little bit of what's going on. Sadly, you're incapable of such thinking. Pisses me off to no end. Pisses me off to no end. We also have this. Face the Bell has fired the employee in the video. There were a whole lot of TikToks celebrating this, and more than 300 people have lost their livelihoods thanks to this. And you know what I say? Fuck them, I don't care anymore. You cannot bitch and moan about cancel culture anymore. That's not how it works. You're promoting terrorism just because a guy you don't like died. You're promoting more fucking terrorism because Charlie Kirk got shot and you hate Charlie Kirk. We're not doing this bullshit anymore. No, 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 no. No fucking respect. I'm sorry. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You're getting absolutely fucked where it hurts. This is not even a 1% of what your critics have to endure for the past fucking decade. Spare me your fucking dribble once again. And I think this is everything I have for the gaming sphere at this point in time. But let it be known, there's been more than this. For example, a voice actor for GTA 6. I've seen people saying GTA 6 is dead to me. What's probably gonna be the biggest game in a long time. And people are canceling the game. Canceling pre-orders and whatnot. We're about to see levels of boycott I never thought possible. We're about to see levels of I just don't give a fuck that I never thought possible. All thanks to you people so extremist that you had to kill Charlie Kirk. Congratulations. Congratulations. You just accelerated everything. I don't know how much, but a lot. And of course, this was before the shooting, to be fair. We have Bobby Kennedy saying that mass shootings could be linked to video games now. And they're gonna use the Helldivers meme to push for that. But now, it's not video games. It's not video games. It's radical ideologies. I'm sorry, Bobby, but you're wrong here. Has been widely dismissed, including by studies from the Secret Service, Department of Education, and the American Psychological Association. They have a community note here. Say this proven theory for mass shooters. We know this. We know this. And even though I kind of want to finish soon, because I mentioned this before, I need to mention it right now. It has nothing to do with Charlie. But it's really funny how things just conflate when something big happens. This was before Wednesday. It was... oh, there's something different. That's for later, I guess. Boy Scout users are even threatening violence on Kurone because she's playing Hogwarts Legacy. And they're even saying she has blood on her hands for it. By the way, Mitsu is the same person who made the hit list of VTubers, including myself, accusing us of being Nazis, and the played victim after I made a video about it. There's so much more to I'm planning a video about it, about all of this pathetic terminally online behavior right now. Fucking Wizard Game discourse this fucking week. Currently is scheduled to play the TERF Wizard Game, and followed and subscribed. I make no exceptions. You support TERFs? TERFs, it's sober for us. No exceptions. Oh no, how many did she lose? 15? What a shame. I actually started following her on YouTube. Probably gonna be difficult to watch her, I don't know her schedule or anything. She also tends to stream for a long time. But I always thought she was a pretty good content creator anyway. It's not hard to play a different fucking game. It was a sponsorship. She's she's quite literally taking blood money for this. I forgot. I forgot the game just got a gang and started killing people. Pay her head roll. Genocide supporter. And they're trying to spin this. No, I just want her fired. No, you didn't get to be that guy. You didn't get to be that guy anymore. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. This honestly makes me both angry and depressed. Koroni was literally the VTuber that got me interested in VTubing. I'm honestly glad I removed the VTuber tag from all my socials, because this is disgusting. Blood is on your hands now, Koroni. Fuck you for ever letting me think of you as a good person. What a fucking idiot. How helpful to society they are. Literally this. I fucking hate you and hope you die. Yes. Literally this. It is really that bad. There was another one here. This is why you don't get to be... no, I just want the hair fired. No, you don't get to be that guy. Fuck you. From Katana, which apparently is like a drama VTuber, I have no idea. This is how the ranged people attacking Kurone or Hogwarts Legacy are. Wishing ill upon Kurone and her friends, who aren't even involved, over playing a funny wizard game. That's not a normal thing to do, bro. You know why I didn't play the fucking game? I'm not a fan of Harry Potter, and I don't think the game is for me. I truly, entirely wish ill on Kurone and all of her friends. They're all complicit now. They have taken money. They're It's been 2 hours of me speaking. I'm struggling. They're complicit in what comes. I'm so angry. Nothing more hateful than the loving and welcoming left. We're not doing this anymore. We're not allowing you to say, this is just a joke. I didn't mean any violence. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your people. You've been promoting this kind of violence for more than a decade. And what did we get? You people fucking killed Charlie Kirk. So no. We're not doing this anymore. And I don't know what happened today, because I was streaming, as you might expect. So I was not out to speed. I still have a couple of things I want to talk about. Probably better for another day, I'm afraid. It's gonna be like 2 weeks late at this point. I think it's important stuff. It's this thing here. Breaking! Official police reports indicate that in excess of 3 million patriots on the streets of London. Those streets are streets. Britain is wide awake. And if it wasn't for Charlie, I don't think you would see these huge protests in the UK. Even the UK. Even in the fucking UK. That's insane. Had this protest in London today. I think there's like elections in Germany tomorrow. I do hope we finally see a fucking turning point. Not because I'm right wing, but because they seem to be the most normal of the bunch after all of this has been happening. Hot take! Healing bad. Whoa, dude, what the hell? You cannot say that. You cannot say that. That's so extremist. Apparently so. Apparently fucking so. These are the things we have to deal with. They keep saying, no, nobody wanted to insert the violence or anything like that. Fuck you. Kindly fuck off. I guess I can just go back to my first tabs. Where was it? Yes, let's leave this with Count Dracula. You don't get to spend a decade spewing the rhetoric of calling your enemies fascists, Nazis, subhuman scum, etc. And then burst commiserations when they get popped off by some loony ridiculized with the same rhetoric. We are not doing this anymore. And once again, they've been calling extremists, fascists, and Nazis people that are just right of mouth. Not even fucking joking. People that are left-leaning or just full-blown left-wing. People like fucking Asmongold that has socialist positions. People like Sean Head, who's always being a burning fucking bro. They've been called fascists, Nazis, and whatnot. When is this enough for you people? I do believe this is enough. Now that you literally have this huge outrage, I only hope things start to change for the best. It's been a while. I'm tapping out. I'm struggling here, please understand. I've been really passionate today. I could have been even more passionate on this. So, congrats to me. I was measured a little bit, so that's pretty good. But I'm gonna be taking my leave. So, thank you for coming. Even though I was not a fan of Charlie Kirk, I think it's important to talk about this. I never shied away from politics, it's just that past months, nothing really caught my eye. It was more just society and culture, which I also find important. I'm not gonna say that I hope you had fun. I am gonna say that I hope you are hopeful despite the cacophony I'm just made up here. I don't want people to be ridiculized by this. I understand that they hate you and they want to see you dead, but do not be like them. Guess that's the only thing I can say. People call me milk toast anyway, so who gives a fuck? I will always say whatever I think, because I think that's always been important. And on Monday we come back with the normal schedule with a bunch of games and more yapping on Saturday. I do believe I will be trying the new Digimon demo too. I don't know if it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, but really not on Monday. Schedule is gonna be up on YouTube anyway, tomorrow evening as usual. But thank you for coming. Rip Charlie Kirk. I do wish to see an end to this soon. And you know the rules. Be calm, be collected, but see reality for what it is, and take care.